has stepped up and started taking control of the ball game down the stretch, coming off a big finish against the Los Angeles Lakers, and they want him to play inside more. But, you know, Weber is a guy that has a pinch for also playing out on the rim, so you've got to guard him everywhere out on the floor, and I think you've got to be aware of where he is and keep him off the board. Wallace has been in a little bit of a shooting slump, but a guy like Weber should bring out the best in him, and if Wallace is aggressive in attacking, as he was in Sacramento, he can be a big thorn in Weber's side in Sacramento's as well. And if he plays the way he's supposed to, Portland wins this game.
The NBA as the Blazers take on the Sacramento Kings. Wallace, little early offense over Chris Weber. Sheed in the 3 previous games, Steve, averaging 28 a game, and Portland will need every bit of that tonight, maybe a little bit more as Weber responds.
You bring out the best in one another, and the one that can get the other one in foul trouble first, that team usually is going to win the game.
Wallace squares up, sends it, and scores it again. Wallace been shooting just 39% over the last 4 games, has hit his first 2. Weber looking to back down against Wallace. To shoot.
You know, with Weber, as Damon fouls, Gibby is immediately up in the air and gets nicked as he goes up. Chance for a 3-point play.
Damon trying to get out of the way as you get a look from the slam cam. A little bump from behind as the Arizona.
This is a team that passes and cuts to get a layup, so you got to be aware of the ball. You got to have pressure on the passer all the time. Watch out.
Lob for Wallace from Derek Anderson.
Some of the same in reverse. No pressure on Derek Anderson. A nice lob to Wallace for an easy 2.
Weber with a double clutch had Dale Davis.
They get their defense back. Sacramento's become a better half-court team, but you can still score on it.
Wallace bumps, fades, and fills it up. Stojakovic being hounded by Patterson. Weber a deep 2, and Chris Weber simply sizzling here in rebound to Patterson. Blazers looking to run. And Damon had it knocked away from behind by Bibby. Stojakovic on the steal. Kings look for the lead. Tough pass, debounce from Weber. Sacramento yet to commit a turnover. DA, another 3 in the air. Yes!
Game's almost in the bag. Just one more, and it's over.
I didn't say it was over. I said 10-2. Blazers get the turnover. Wallace off the reverse from Stoudemire, and the Blazers a 4-point lead.
And he loves to do this, and this is a nice feed inside. Wallace doesn't fool around with it. 2 hands over the top.
Team fouls even at first quarter, and the Blazers a 6-point lead. Blazers getting contributions everywhere on the floor and lead it by 6. Nothing doing at the front of the rim. Now crossover gets by Bibby. Wallace. A time bounce for Rasheed Wallace. Leads all scorers with a dozen tonight.
A chance to get a 2-point field goal because you're not sure where you want to get the shot.
Timeout on the floor. Blazers by 8.
He's going to try to get to the rim, play his normal game.
Just bigger physically than is Keon Clark. Give back to Stojakovic from Weber.
Aggressive at the defensive end.
Wallace against Keon Clark. She's going to back him down, lean in and score. Damon. Wallace for 3. Yes! Blazers have led it by as many as 13. Weber, the jump hook dances off, got it back. He will not miss 2 times in a row.
Talk is made about the way to beat the Sacramento Kings, the way to beat the Dallas Mavericks is to play better defense. But you've got to be able to score against these teams, and that's what Wallace did. He got off to a terrific start. Not only did he make himself available on the break and play above the rim, but he stayed inside and scored with a lot of consistency. And so I know that in the locker room they're saying, you know, we might have to get some help to Wallace, which should make it easier for the other Trailblazers to get some shots in the second half.
Anderson against Weber. And Bibby mugs Derek Anderson and scores the easy bucket. Wallace. Double clutches going glass.
And that's what you like to see Wallace do more. Flip.
Rasheed with 19. He's been averaging 14 and a half over the last 4 games. Weber drives, jump hooks it in. That's his
Bonzi Wells, Damon Stoudemire, they're both going to have to be more aggressive scorers.
Wallace from 3. Yes. Blazers within 2. Weber. Good again.
By going away from the ball. And he gets players thinking that he's not going to come back into the passing lane. And every time he does it, he gets a steal.
Damon steps up. That's a 3. It's through. Stojakovic. Patterson closed. That sets up Weber. And Weber from the elbow, pretty much automatic. Weber against Wallace. Weber tries to cross over the spin, and what a delivery to Mike Bibby.
You hoops. So you got to move the ball. You got to move people just like they're doing. You don't want to become a one-on-one perimeter team.
Stojakovic. Here in the third, and the advantage just about every other way you care to look at. 10 to shoot. Weber spins against Wallace and reverses it in.
So
Bibby double team. Weber for 3. Why not? Bells, Wallace, and Sabonis, the 5 on the floor for Portland. 8 on the shot clock. Sabas swings the hook around and in. 177. Blazers down 14. Wallace a step back 3. Yes. So Weber to the line for 2 free throws.
got to play with the same kind of intensity.
Kings not many free throws, just 8, but they've made them all. Jackson with 5. Sabonis against Divac. Sabas forces it in. Is looking for a foul against Divac by Stojakovic. Stojakovic stripped by Rasheed. Divac still screaming as McGinnis drives and dishes. But they space him. Jackson got the step against Sabonis. DA with a steal. Beating Wallace. Wallace against Divac. Sheed got it again.
The bucket that way.
Charles Jr.
The difference in this ball game has been that the Sacramento Kings have answered Wallace's firepower with some firepower of their own. They have 3 players with 20 or more. Portland only sees Wallace.
Wallace out there can shoot it.
Well, you know, they get a lot of open shots and then they get a lot of layups. So that keeps all of their pressures off Sacramento now. And they realize it. The Trailblazers realize it as Weber shoots with 6 on the clock.
And that'll be your door slammer. 109. Portland will lose after scoring 100 points. The Kings